Nothing shutout of the Griffins. Lipsky pitched a complete game in yesterday's game 2 against Goldie Beacom. She gets a ground out there to start off her game. So complete game yesterday. She got the win on that one as well. And today she is tossing it yet again. With quickly one away now, Bryn Pollard at the plate. 364 average coming into game 2. Among the best in the CACC. Lipsky comes into this one with 38 innings under her belt, 44 hits allowed, and a 4.24 earned run average. So that one goes sailing into the parking lot. On deck is Pearl McKay. 226 average for her this season. Take a look at the rest of the batting order for the Griffins. Mariah Ma, the cleanup hitter, has this one grounded to second, tossed to first just in time. She bombed it a little bit, but able to recover. Madison Band, the 5-hole hitter, and then it's Jasmine Ramirez batting 6th, 7th, Kayla Childress, 8th, Jen Puck Rapinski, and then round out the batting order for David Scott's side, Aubrey Camuso. And that's how the Griffins look at the plate today. Pearl McKay is the batter now, 226 average, 3 RBIs this season as that one's high. 1-1. Swing on and missed. Strike 2. Well, Chestnut Hill at the beginning of game 1 had come into this one as a team that would not strike out a ton. They did it the fewest among CACC teams, but tag along 8 strikeouts to that total. Now 71 strikeouts coming into game 2 after a pitching masterclass. And at least up to this point so far, early on in game 2, they're still having trouble at the plate. Something about Waterbury. Full count now. It's 1 on it, missed. Strike 3, Lipsky strikes him out to end this half inning. 1, 2, 3, go the Griffins. Head to the home half of the first on the CACC Network. back here on the CACC Network. So we get started for the home half of the first. 1-2-3 went the Griffins. And the top of this inning as we get set for Eagles softball. And some good cheers from the fans. That one hits the top of the dugout to go on foul. 0-1 to Alexandra Biscaglia to start us off, to the leadoff hitter. And she's getting the reward of facing Rebecca Chestnut, the pitcher in the circle to start game 2. An ERA north of 10 this season, 10.5 to be exact. No strikeouts on her card yet. 17 innings pitched as that one is lined into center field for a base knock. So Biscaglia gets the Eagles started early on. Oh, and Rebecca Chestnut, that was her 40th hit allowed this season. First of the day as Isabella Oliver steps on to the plate. Shows bunt. Nothing doing. Well, to round out the rest of the Eagles' batting order, it's going to be Haley Delbona on deck right now. Cleanup hitter Sydney Jones. Batting 5th, Angelica Tompkins. Batting 6th, Alyssa Calabrese. 7th, Nyla Sapia. And it's Tatiana Martinez in the 8-hole. And then to round out the Eagles' batting order is Hannah Searles, the sophomore. That one is low, ball. Eagles looking to sweep the 2-game set here in Waterbury, and they also look for their 3rd straight win. They've won back-to-back games now. They won Game 2 after dropping Game 1 in yesterday's 2-game set against Goldie Beacom. And that one gets away from the catcher. And now Biscaglia advances on a wild pitch if you're scoring at home. (3-1) the count. Nobody out. A runner on here in the bottom of the first. That one high. Ball 4. So a 5-pitch walk. And quickly 2 runners are on with nobody out. So Isabella Oliver draws the walk, and now Haley Delbona has a chance to pick up a first RBI of Game 2. Has 6 on the season total. And upstairs for a ball. That one inside. 2-0. That one in there, a strike. There's the 2-1. Outside a ball, 3-1 now. And that's a walk, so back-to-back walks, and now the bases are juiced to start the game for the Eagles. This is a big spot for Sydney Jones. Graduate catcher from Colorado Springs, Colorado. Swings and hits this one softly foul. So the bases loaded with Eagles, nobody out. And the bottom of the first. This is a great spot for Post to capitalize early. She rips this one. Dive by the third baseman. Tosses it to home. A great play there from Chestnut Hill. So that's how the Eagles get their first out. If you're scoring at home, fielder's choice. Base is still juiced. Angelica Tompkins, the batter now, as that one finds the parking lot. So Oliver on third, DeBona on second, Jones on first, with one out here in the bottom of the first. 1-1 the count to Tompkins, who is hitting real good. 434 batting average coming into game two. She's got 7 RBIs this season. That one's in there for a strike. Now 1-2. Tompkins, a 5'6" sophomore outfielder and shortstop from Groton, Connecticut. Looks at a ball there now, 2-2. Keep it even. The Eagles looking to strike early. That one grounded right back to the pitcher. Tossed it home for the force. That'll hold off the runner yet again. Another fielder's choice. So back-to-back outs as Chestnut Hill looks to get out of it. They had the bases loaded with no outs, and now quickly there's 2 outs. Bases are still loaded for Alyssa Calabrese. Looks at a strike for the first pitch of her AB this game. 0 for 1 the count. A familiar setting for Calabrese as that one doesn't clip the zone. 1-1. She had a similar situation in her first AB in game 1. The bases were loaded, and she had managed to hit that one almost out of here. She swings and misses out that one for the second strike. 1-2 now. She actually managed to pull off a double and cleared the bases with 2 outs. So very familiar setting for her here in game 2 that she saw in game 1. And hits this one into right field. Could we see it again? That one scores 2, maybe 3. Garofalo signals home. Calabrese going to third. And she did it again. 2 outs, unloads the bases. This time gets a triple. Alyssa Calabrese, have yourself a day. Eagles lead the conference in triples this season, now with 8. That's their 8th triple of the season. Calabrese able to pick up another 3 RBIs. An unbelievable day for her. And now Nyla Sapia gets her first crack at game 2. Swings and a miss. A big swing there. Sapia has been on fire the past few games. Hit a home run in game 1 of yesterday's game, and she's been hitting ever since. 13 RBIs now on the season and a 241 batting average, but she swings and misses at that one for the punch-out. So Chestnut Hill able to get out of it, but not before the Eagles strike first. 3-0 they lead it after 1. Back here on the CACC Network, more Ma, the batter, freshman outfielder from Bensalem, Pennsylvania. And she gets the Griffins started off here in the second. One outside. That's a ball. 1-1 now the count. To Ma. Lipsky the pitch. That one hits the dirt and actually goes past the catcher. It'll be a ball. 2-1 the count now. This is Ma's first cuts today. She did not play in game one. She's got .214 batting average coming into this one. 2 RBIs as she lifts this one up, but first baseman unable to get there in time. A foul ball. The 2-2. Hit that one to the backstop. Foul. That one grounded to short. Throw to first in time for the first out of this half inning. Well, that'll bring up Madison Band, one of the CACC's best, a .333 average coming into game two. A ball there for her. 3 RBIs she has as well on the season. That one hit. Foul territory. Calabrese is there, makes the grab. That'll bring up Jasmine Ramirez. Ramirez did not see action in game one, and now she's here in .056 batting average on the season. She's got 1 RBI on the year. The pitch. One run up or a strike. The 1-1. Swung on right back to Lipsky. Throw to first in time. 1, 2, 3, go the Griffins. No runs, no hits, no errors. We move to the home half of the second on the CACC Network. All right, back here on the CACC Network as we get ready for the home half of the second inning. And Tatiana Martinez, the batter, getting ready to take her first cuts of game two. .250 average this season for 2 RBIs. And makes contact, but it goes foul. Rebecca Chestnut still out there on the mound for the Griffins. She has already walked 2, struck out 1, and allowed 3 earned runs today. Comes into this one with 17 innings under her belt. That one is a strike there. 0-2 now to Martinez. The 0-2. A ball. Martinez, a Connecticut native freshman, a utility player from Shelton, standing at 5'6". And rings her up there for a strikeout. Second of the game for Cessna. And that'll bring in Hannah Searles. The pitch. That one ripped down the line, and fair gets into the outfield for a base knock. Oh, they're going to call that one foul. Man, Garofalo had her hand up, too. It looked like it was fair from my angle. That one must have just rolled over the line. Third baseman dove for it, too. That's a tough break for the Eagles. So Searles will take another crack at it. 1-1. One in there for a strike now. 1-2. Searles comes into this one 10 RBIs on the season, 209 batting average. One inside. 2-2 now. Cessna the pitch. That one chopped, foul, and it'll wind up in the parking lot. That one grounded. Shortstop's got it. Throw to first in time for the out. So quickly, the Eagles have 2 away now. And that brings up the top of the order, Alexandra Bisceglia. 1 for 1 today. .268 batting average coming into this game. 8 RBIs on the season. A ball there. That one grounded up the middle. Shortstop is there to make the play at first and end the inning. So 1, 2, 3, go the Eagles. No hits, no runs, no errors. They still lead it. Head to the third. Back here on the CACC Network as we get ready to start the third inning here in Waterbury. It's a cool 67 degrees here. With the wind blowing, it's making it feel like 59. Now 2-0 on the count. We're hovering around the golden hour right now here in Waterbury. Still plenty of seats if you're in the area. Come on down to Lemoyne as the check swing does hold up. Be 3-0 now to her. Plenty of seats in the bench. It's beautiful here in Lemoyne. Nice windy day. Tons of folks out here already as that one is in there for a strike. 3-1 now. Childress thought for a moment that it was a 4-pitch walk, but in fact it wasn't. That one is hit. Calabrese is there. Can't get it in foul territory on the run. She was there for it. That wind is pulling that softball all around. It was definitely a factor in yesterday's games. It's been a factor in Game 1 and Game 2 up to this point. That one is ripped straight away right field. Childress is going to fly out to Calabrese, who fields it cleanly. So after the fly out from Childress, that is going to be 1 out only for Chestnut Hill. With nobody on here. I'll bring in Jen Pokrapinski. That one lifted left field, foul territory, and out of play. The pitch, that one in the dirt. It'll be a ball. 1-2. The 1-2 from Lipsky. Oh, it's going to be a ball. Now make it 2-2. That one grounded to third. Diving play. Can't quite get it to go, though. But she did save it from being potentially extra bases in the outfield. Almost got it there, but nevertheless an infield single. That'll bring up Aubrey Camuso. With a strike there, 0-1 now. Camuso a .083 batting average coming into this game. She hits that one. Shallow left field on the run. Can't make the play. Did it go foul? It did not. Fair. So she stays where put. Now 2 runners on for Michaela Bengelli. Oh for 1 today. 2 runners on, 1 out here in the top of the third. The 0-1 from Lipsky. That one fouled off, make it 0-2. That one finds its way into the parking lot. Lipsky sets the 1-2. That one chopped foul. She hit that on the top of the base, the softball with the bottom of the barrel. That kind of went behind her almost in foul territory and started to trickle towards the Griffins dugout. Swung on and missed. So Lipsky gets a good punch out there with 2 on. Much needed there for the second out. That'll bring up Bryn Pollard, 0 for 1 today. Comes into this one with a .333 batting average. It's a ball there. Now 2-0. That one in there for a strike. 2-1 now. That one lifted into center field. Gets down. Oh, and a good play there from the Eagles center fielder to stop the bleeding. Chestnut Hill had to hold their runner at third. Good fielding there from Isabella Oliver. Gets the ball in quickly, and it only will be a single, no RBIs. Now the base is juiced for Pearl McKay. 0 for 1 today with a strikeout. She's got 3 RBIs on the season. 2 outs for the Griffins. Ground ball gets through. That'll be the Griffins' first run of the day. They had 0 in game 1, and now they have 1 in game 2. The Eagles were eyeing back-to-back shutouts. Amora Mall will step in after the RBI single from Pearl McKay. Now brings up the cleanup hitter with 2 away. Eagles still up 3-1, 2 outs, bases loaded here in the top of the third. That one hit back behind the backstop. 0-2 now. Wind picking up here at Lemoy Field. A nice cool breeze on a warmer day. Not too warm, though. Just about right. We had a perfect blue sky yesterday during the ball game, and today we have a blue sky, but the little clouds are peeking out, too. Still tons of people out and plenty of seats left. Come on down. Hang out. Check out the Eagles as they eye a 2-game sweep of the Griffins. That one fouled off. If the Eagles manage to win this game, they would be tied with Bridgeport for 3rd place in the conference and be in a great position as both teams head into big conference battles. Tons of conference games on their schedules for both sides. And with the Eagles, again, a potential sweep would put them in a great place for a playoff push as midseason looms. That one fouled off into the parking lot. Still 2-2. Bases juiced. 2 away here. Lipsky looking to get out of it. That one high. Ball 3, so now full count. A big moment here in the ball game. Just a 2-run lead for the Eagles. The Griffins have a chance to take the lead. Lipsky pitches, and it's hit foul. Lipsky, the payoff pitch. That'll be ball 4, and Lipsky will walk home a run. So Chestnut Hill gets themselves inching closer to the Eagles' lead. They only trail by 1 now. Good patience there from the batter as now Madison Band steps up to the plate. Looks at a strike. She's 0 for 1 today. Looking to change that. Well, that's some good heat on it, but high. So 1-1 now. And we'll have a visit in the circle. Sidney Jones coming out to talk to Lipsky and see the two battery mates converse on the game plan here to try to get out of this inning. Swing and a miss. 1-2 now the count. Now 2-2 the count. Lipsky, the pitch. That one lifted. Calabrese is there. Makes the play on the run. Oh, great fielding from Alyssa Calabrese. Saves the Eagles there with a heads-up play. And they get out of a jam, leave the bases stranded. And we move to the next half inning, bottom of the third. Eagles up. Back here on the CACC network as Isabella Oliver comes up to the plate. She was walked her last time up. Comes into this game with a 155 batting average, 1 RBI on the season. That one high for a ball. Here's the pitch. That's a ball. Here's the 2-2 to Oliver. Now 3-2. Well, right now, if you take a look at the standings, the Eagles are sitting pretty in fourth place, clean, as Oliver gets walked there. Now a runner on first to start the inning. Eagles currently sitting in fourth place clean. They just passed Goldie Beacom, who they played yesterday. And right now they have a chance to tie Bridgeport. They would only trail Felician and Caldwell for the top of the CACC standings. Felician and Caldwell are undefeated in conference play. Bridgeport right now in third at 3-1. Post in fourth at 2-1. Goldie Beacom, they passed in game one. That one is high. The pitch. Went a little upstairs. And they lose it. And she's able to advance on that pass ball. Oh, Isabella Oliver able to advance. And now she's at second. DeBona hits this one right to second. Throw to first. A little off target. They're going to call her safe. Oh, my goodness. DeBona able to leg it out. And that's going to be an error charged to the Griffins. So that error is going to be on Aubrey Camuso. Off-target throw to her first baseman. Allowed DeBona to reach. Now runners on the corner. With nobody out. Sydney Jones at the plate for the Eagles. Swing and a miss. Swing and a miss again. DeBona is able to advance on that play. Here's the pitch. That one lined in a left field foul. So DeBona on second. Oliver on third. Jones with a chance to score here for the Eagles. Checks her swing, and that's a big strikeout from the Griffins. So Sydney Jones strikes out. That one grounded. Dive makes the catch from her knee. Throw back to the pitcher, though. Be a foul ball. That was close. Here's the 0-1 to Tompkins. Make it 1-1 now on the count. Tompkins, a sophomore outfielder and shortstop from Groton, Connecticut. Lifts this one up and over the head of the infielders. Tompkins will score an RBI single. And they'll increase their lead now by 2. So now at the plate, Alyssa Calabrese. She grounds this one to second, throw to first, a little off target. They're going to call her safe. Wow, Alyssa Calabrese able to leg it out. Aubrey Camuso having some combustion over there at second. That is going to be a second error charged to her in this half inning alone. They're going to have a visit in the circle. Head coach David Scott talking to the umpire at home plate. And we have a defensive adjustment on the field. Camuso has now been moved and now in her place at second base is Pearl McKay. So David Scott in a big game here. This is pretty huge for Chestnut Hill this game, so I don't blame him in a spot now. He doesn't want to take any chances. He wants to make sure that they can get back in this. This is a game well within their reach. It's a 2-run ball game right now. And Nyla Sapia, the batter now. I want outside. Sapia's had some pretty good hitting success the past couple games. She has caught fire, you could say. Look to keep that hot hitting going here in Game 2. She's 0 for 1 today, struck out in her last AB. Hits this one into the outfield, though. Left fielder back at the track. Off the wall. Almost goes the yard. Now, Tracy Garavalo was signaling for Calabrese to go home. But she stays at third. Probably a smart decision. That'll score a couple of runs, though. 2 RBI double. Nyla Sapia keep the hot hitting going. So that'll bring in Tatiana Martinez. As the Eagles now grab a 6-2 lead. Martinez 0 for 1. She struck out in her last AB. Shows bunt. Oh, they got Calabrese in our rundown here. She's able to get back, though. They almost caught her in that rundown. Fans filling out Lemoyne now. We have some fans in left field now watching the game. That one ripped over the head of the shortstop. That's going to score 1, potentially 2. Sapia rounding third. She'll get home. Tatiana Martinez with a 2 RBI single. And now the Eagles are soaring. 8-2 now. They have scored 5 runs this inning. And now David Scott talking with home plate umpire. This might be a pitching change. And it is. So that'll do it for Chestnut's afternoon. We're going to have a pitching change. We will tell you all about it when we come back. Back here on the CACC Network, we've got a pitching change for the Griffins. This is Braley LaFisca, the new pitcher on the mound. And first to face the new pitcher, Hannah Searles. 0 for 1 today. 1 out, 1 on here in the bottom of the third. Eagles lead it big. LaFisca, a freshman from Allentown, New Jersey, standing at 5'8". She also plays first base when she's not in the circle. That one up the middle, grabbed by the shortstop, steps on second herself for one, tossed to first, again off target, so the runner is safe at first. They'll only get the force at second. And right now the Griffins, who are not known to commit errors all too often, are committing quite a few. And they're having a lot of trouble throwing to first base at the moment. Alexandra Bisceglia now the batter. We reach the top of the order for the Eagles. 1 for 2 today. 268 batting average coming into this one. Oh, we're going to have a threat at second, and she's able to steal. Marker down for a stolen bag there. So Hannah Searles able to move up to second on that play. That one up the middle, and it gets by. Garofalo waves Searles home, and she's in there. An RBI single from Bisceglia. She also advances to second on that same play if you're scoring at home. Now on second. And the Eagles are having a monster inning right now. They are soaring high right now. That'll bring up Isabella Oliver. 2 walks today. A 2-out rally for Post right now. That one up the middle. That one gets through. Garofalo waves Bisceglia home. And now she gets through. Oh, and the Eagles are cooking right now. Isabella Oliver, have yourself an RBI single. Everybody's joining the hit parade. It's now 10-2 Post. Haley DeBona, the next batter to look to join this parade. 0 for 1 today with a walk. As she hits this one up the middle, this time they're ready for it. Shortstop picks it up, throws it to first in time, And the monster inning for Post has come to an end. The Griffins finally get out of it, but not before allowing 7 to come across to score. We head to the 4th. The Eagles up big. Back here on the CACC Network, Jasmine Ramirez 0 for 1 today, and she'll be the first to bat for Chestnut Hill to start the 4th inning off. If you're just joining us, you've missed quite a lot. The Eagles are up 10-2. They scored 7 in the last half inning. Ramirez on the season batting a .056 average. She also has an RBI. One and two the count to her. Kaylin Lipsky still out there on the mound for the Eagles. Only allowed 2 runs today, 2 strikeouts, and walked a batter. Came into this game with 38 innings under her belt, 4.24 earned run average. As she strikes out another, now Kayla Childress will come up to the plate. Kayla 0 for 1 today. Want to know the count to her. That 1-1 now. Two and one now. That one lifted left field, right to the left fielder. Makes the grab, and quickly 2 are gone. And now stepping in for the Griffins, Jen Pokrapinski. 1 for 1 in this game. Lipsky, the 1-0. When is in there for a strike, making 1-1. Pitch. One upstairs, a ball, 2-1 now. That one flown and finds itself into the parking lot, and it'll trickle towards some cars. The pitch from Lipsky. That one lined towards the Griffins bullpen, foul. Two and two the count with 2 away and nobody on here in the top of the 4th. That one is outside now, full count. A big spot here. Pitch. That one check swing, and it ends up foul. It hits off the railing and flies into the bullpen for the Eagles. Lipsky, the payoff pitch. Grounded to third. Tossed to first in time for the out. 1, 2, 3. Go the Griffins. We head to the home half of the fourth. Back here on the CACC network as we get ready for the home half of the fourth inning. Sidney Jones, the batter to start us off, 0 for 2 today with a strikeout. And Brayley LaFisca back out there on the mound, or on the circle, for the Chestnut Hill Griffins. Jones is named to the weekly honor roll in the weekly awards, as well as Caitlin Lipsky from Post. Thought about swinging there, didn't go. Two 2-1 now the count. One in there for a strike. Now 2-2. That one outside, a ball. 3-2 now the count. Payoff pitch is slashed into right field. Gets down in front of the right fielder. It'll be a base hit for Sidney Jones. That'll bring up Angelica Tompkins. She's 1 for 2 today. Got an RBI. .434 average. And Devin Barnett will be pinch running for Sidney Jones. Barnett pitched yesterday, but also pinch ran in the last game for the Eagles. There's a ball there. 2-0 now to Tompkins. 5'6" sophomore from Groton. The pitch to her. That one chopped foul. That one ripped into left field for a base knock. So now runners on first and second with nobody out. So that'll bring up Alyssa Calabrese, 5'10", Oakville, Connecticut native. And low, ball one. 1-0. Calabrese has had quite the day for herself. She grounds that one. The dive, a flip to second with her bare hand. Shortstop with a heads-up play. Lucky enough to get one out from that. Stopped Calabrese from getting a potentially an RBI, maybe two, on that last play. It'll be a fielder's choice, though. And now Nyla Sapia is going to be pinch hit. This is going to be Leia Marrero, the sophomore from Meriden, Connecticut. Pinch hitting for Nyla Sapia. Marrero was a pinch runner in the last game, and now a pinch hitter in this game. Runners on the corner with only one away here in the bottom of the fourth. The Eagles up big. That one up the middle. And Marrero is going to ground out, but they're going to pick up a run on that. So now two away, but the Eagles pick up a run, courtesy of Leia Marrero. And now they lead it 11-2. So in steps in Tatiana Martinez. Looks at a strike. 0-1 her count. Runner on second. Two away here. Eagles up large in the fourth. That one grounded to short. Tossed to first in time. So that'll end the inning. But not before Leia Marrero gets a run to come across the score. The Eagles are soaring into the fifth. Back on the CACC network as Haley Kober is up to bat for Chestnut Hill. And Kaylin Lipsky back out there on the mound, on the circle. She got 3 strikeouts, a walk, 2 earned runs allowed, and 4 hits in this game. That one grounded to third, tossed to first. In time. 1 pitch, 1 out, and just like that, the Eagles already ahead. Michaela Pengelli, the batter now. 0 for 2 today with a strikeout. Well, looking ahead at The Eagles' upcoming schedule, it's going to be Caldwell next. They go on the road for a 2-game set before coming back home. They'll play Caldwell on Wednesday, starting at 2:30 on the CACC network. They'll then come back home next Tuesday. They'll play St. Thomas Aquinas at 2:30 on the CACC network, streaming on YouTube. Go Post Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Griffins, they'll also play Wednesday. They'll go back home, play the Rams of Jefferson in a 2-game set starting at 2 p.m. on the CACC network. And then they'll wait a week before playing their next game, also Wednesday, the 8th of April, versus the Delaware State Hornets. That game will not be televised, but a first pitch of 1 p.m. That game will be at Delaware State. Swing and a miss. Gets the punch out. Now 2 away here. Oh, Bryn Pollard comes on up with 2 away and nobody on here in the 5th. Well, the Eagles looking to get back to 500 at home. 3-4 right now. Back-to-back wins here at Lemoyne. They'd also look to extend the season-long winning streak to 3, would be their longest of the season. And also with a win right here, they will surpass their win total from all of last season. Swing and a miss. 2-2 now. The pitch. Grounded to second. This should do it. Toss to first is in time. And the Eagles pick up the victory. A sweep of Chestnut Hill. They get the win off the mercy rule. They were up a lot here in the 5th. Specifically 11-2, your final score here in this one. Credit to the Eagles for a great game. It's the 3rd inning is really the story. They scored 7 runs in that 3rd. They were just unstoppable. They now move back to 500 at home. They win back-to-back games versus the Griffins after a 3-game losing streak and improve to 29-7 all-time against them and 17-1 all-time at home against the Griffins of Chestnut Hill. They have also now surpassed their win total from last season, now are 5-16 on the year. A good game from the Eagles, and of course they're led by Tracy Garofalo. Got post-game interviews coming up next. We'll continue the post-game show here. If you missed Game 1, that was also a great one to watch. The program's first no-hitter we saw. And Megan McGurk, what a great game from her in that game. Alyssa Calabrese has had a heck of a day, too. I encourage all of you to go watch Game 1 if you missed it. Game 2 was also great in the favor for the Eagles. Again, they went back-to-back against Chestnut Hill. They lost 3 straight against them previously coming into this one. Well, they're now tied with Bridgeport for 3rd in the conference as well, sitting at 3-1 in conference play. They trail only Felician and Caldwell at the top of the CACC. Caldwell 4-0, Felician 2-0. And now they move up cleanly to third and set themselves up for a good run of games against conference opponents as they push a playoff run. Well, that'll do it for the postgame show. We'll be back with postgame interviews coming your way. Stay tuned. CACC Network. I got you.
Test.
All right, back here on the CACC Network here with Alyssa Calabrese, and you had a great set of games, I should say, today.
Thank
2
you.
hits, 6 RBIs. What was working for you out there?
I think it was just, focusing on what pitches were mine that they threw and focusing in on that one good pitch, and the strike zone was a little iffy. So, really zoning in on my pitch and staying consistent in that, and it helped.
Yeah, and you've been hitting great all season, 321 average. But it wasn't just the hitting. Your fielding was great, too. You got a lot of action today over in right field. Just talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, it was a lot of action. But, like with the team and their energy and staying consistent with that and knowing that they have my back as well, like that played a lot into it. So it was great.
And you guys moved up in the conference standings, now tied with Bridgeport, going into a heavy set of conference games in the next couple of weeks. Talk about the motivation that today and yesterday played.
Yeah, I definitely don't think they know what's coming. And I think knowing that is great, and, striving off of this momentum today, like, we have the energy, and it's good to kind of go back to back to back like that, especially coming off of 2 big wins like this. So we're ready.
It's a great game from Post and great game from Alyssa. Alyssa, great game. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hey, Megan. Here with Megan McGurk on the CACC Network. Megan, unbelievable performance from you today.
Thank you.
What is going through your head now? Obviously, you had a game to calm down a little bit, but immediately after it ended, talk about the emotion.
I was excited. I mean, I've had a couple rough games, and, I just really locked in this game. I was like, I need to prove who I really am as a pitcher, and I think I did. I did.
The first no-hitter in Eagles D2 history.
Yeah.
I mean, how does it feel to forever have your name enshrined in that?
I feel very accomplished. I mean, this is really big for me, especially, sophomore, didn't get to play that much last year. And now coming in, throwing a no-hitter for the first time, pretty proud of myself.
Yeah, it was great. It was working out there for you today. Career high in strikeouts, too. You had 8.
Yeah.
What was working for you on the plate? I mean, Chestnut kind of looked lost out there.
Yeah, I mean, I was just spinning the ball and hoping it was going to land in the right spot. I didn't want to think too much. I just, they looked like they didn't really want to hit the ball. So I was like, all right, just going to spin the ball and hope for the best.
Well, they definitely did it. You were kind of literally unstoppable, near perfect, too, in that first game. And, of course, you guys are now atop the conference standings in that top 3. And going forward, what's the motivation going to be for you and the rest of the gals?
Just to stay focused every single play and just to stay positive, and everything will work out at the end of the day.
Well, you heard it there first.
Yes.
Alyssa Calabrese and Megan McGurk. This is Anthony Altamirano, and thank you for watching, guys.